What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another reaction. We're checking out Billie, finally. Ring My Bell, what a wonderful world. And before getting started, I do want to mention that I did check out all of the teasers, including the Village of Perception short film, which was incredibly emotional. I talked a little bit about it in my YouTube community posts. It was beautifully done. The filmmaking, the in-camera transitions as far as the girls as adults reliving all of those memories of growing up in that school, and Billie was being there for each of the girls at their lowest moments, but no one was there for Billie. And it seemed like from that short film, Billie was an actual real person, whereas I actually had to go back to Kinga Minga Yo and check out that reaction that I did, which was a little bit cringe to check out some of my older reactions, but I did talk a little bit about how, to me, Billie represented a metaphor for your childhood joy that kind of was lost. That portion of you that wants to explore new things as they're going into like this music video that is infested with horror movie references and just being a child and exploring things that adults do not believe and they don't understand. Why are you the way that you are? Why do you believe in those things? And just, to me, the Billie character that is missing is more of the joyful and the childish, the youthful version of the girls that is missing, as the actual short film does show a lot of depression as far as the girls in that school being by themselves, and then Billie was there for them, but no one was really there for Billie as the girls were dancing or in a circle or something, and Billie was on the sidelines. And then there was another shot of Billie with Billie sitting down, the face right into her knees and just being very depressed. In the sense of Kinga Minga Yo, it kind of like represented like Billie disappearing as far as that version of you that wanted to explore things, the version of you that didn't want to grow up, that disappeared, kind of like a Peter Pan type thing, and never wanting to grow up. So I'm not sure how this music video is going to flesh out that story, but as far as the short film itself goes, I feel like they, if I'm not mistaken, they did say something about how we are all Billie. So like there's a Billie inside all of us that disappeared, rather than an actual Billie, a character. Even though it seemed like there were 8 people that then became 7 people. So a real person legitimately disappeared, but it could still be a metaphor. But I guess you can take it kind of both ways if you choose to. This is how, at least, how I would like to picture it. Because if there's like a real Billie that disappeared, then there's a really dark twist, which I'm always a fan of darkness. But I'm very excited about this music video, so without any further ado, if you guys enjoyed this content, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, check out the Patreon if you want to support this channel and also see some exclusive reactions, and let's get into it. So just a straight up reaction first, and then we'll get into some of the lyrics and some of these visuals that are absolutely from the teasers and from that short film. Absolutely beautiful. Well, was that a cat? Like the mask, the
Chapter 2. 너무 멀어 보였던 것도 착한 거지. 빙글빙글 이대로 나 끝일 뻔했지. 날 깨워 흔들어서 깨워준 거지. 다시 울려.
Oh, that was cool.
새로 만난 세상 속삭여 아름답지. I like it, I like it. 어렵던 순간에 인사해도 다
Holy, oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. This is beautiful. Oh. This is beautiful. Oh my god. Oh, reset as she snaps her own neck almost. Damn. Oh. There's that Billie mask. Oh. Damn, this sounds awesome. Oh. I love the sound. Oh. Yes. Oh, damn. Oh. Whoa. Holy shit, that was beautiful. That was amazing. This sound is incredible. Billie Love, yeah, hold up. And she has almost like she's about to, she's about to catch them. What? Wait, hold up. The actual story kind of makes me feel again that Billie was more of a metaphor, and the fact that like literally one of the girls said reset as she kind of like almost snaps her own neck. So it's like the Billie that disappeared can appear within all of us in a way. It's almost like much like in that short film, the girls were in their lowest moments and Billie appeared from out of nowhere. It always seemed like whenever the girls were down, Billie comes out of nowhere and cheers them up. So it kind of makes a little bit more sense. Like it would be a little bit unrealistic if at your lowest moment there's like so many girls within the group, and every time someone is at their lowest, Billie pops up to cheer them up, but yet no one was there for Billie. It would seem like quite interesting of a dynamic, and it would seem to be very cruel if Billie was an actual real person rather than a metaphor. So Billie perhaps exists in all of us, and no matter how dark it gets, you can always reset. You can always kind of like, I choose to look at this as almost like from a metaphorical standpoint. You can always start over in a way, like no matter how hard things get. I don't know. It's a really interesting concept that they're doing here. So before I kind of get a little bit too ahead of myself with some of my thoughts, because I really want to not only listen to the song again, but I want to explore some of this, some of these visuals again, some of these lyrics. We also saw that cat, which whose name is November, if I'm not mistaken, which was also very, very cool. And Ring My Bell. like ringing someone's bell, not just literally ringing a bell, but also like in fighting, ringing someone's bell means hitting them really, really hard to the point where like people are really, literally saying he rang my bell. Like it's almost like a lead up to a knockout or a knockdown of sorts, which is very interesting. So let's take this back. So they're literally in that school that gets destroyed in the concept, right? The concept story. There's that cat, that Billie, or just the cat. Sorry.
Ring my bell. 필요할 때 불러 ring ring. Ring my bell.
Oh,
이건 둘의 비밀 지키.
Chapter 2.
너무도 멀어 보였던 것도 착한 거지. 빙글빙글 이대로 나 끝일 뻔했지. 날 깨워 흔들어서 깨워준 거지. Ring ring 다시 울려 ring ring 울려. 새로 만난 세상 속 색감 아름답지.
oh my God, this is.
I like it. 어렵던 순간에 인사해 또 다른 현실로. Just ring my bell.
Oh, could like Billie be haunting them in a way? Because at the end there we do see the character of Billie Love, who is like with this thing that is almost like about to catch some fish or something. I forgot what is the name of it. Something is obviously haunting them. It's almost like there's two versions of reality. It's almost, actually, now that I think about it, it's almost like the happiness in you, that Billie version that turned into a nightmare because you are kind of like depressed. So it's almost like two versions of reality are kind of clashing as they're being almost like haunted by Billie. So like the happiness of that youthful spirit that is Billie in a way that exists in all of us turn into depression as you become an adult in a way, if that makes any sense. And literally the drummer has a Billie mask, and there's almost, the drum kit has a cat on it. Oh. And I love the posters there also say ring my bell as well. And as like one girl is on this rooftop and it transitions to this girl who is in this bus surrounded by all these masked people with the XO. It's almost like Billie turned into a nightmare. It's like kind of like overcoming depression and darkness in a way. So maybe I'm off completely and Billie is an actual real person, but it seemed so unrealistic for Billie in that short film to always be there for each of the girls whenever they're feeling down. So it felt more like Billie was something within you rather than something that is real beside you. Oh. Otherwise, reset everything. She literally does the motion of snapping a neck. Like reset, almost like, kind of like reminds me of Live, Die, Repeat with Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt, or Edge of Tomorrow, or whatever the movie is called nowadays, which is one of my favorites, but the original name was different based on a manga, if I'm not mistaken, but it kind of reminds me a bit of that. Just reset everything, like start over. Oh. It's like them being haunted, and there's like all of these troops in a way that have almost like this Billie or cat mask It's almost like two realities, fantasies rather, or a fantasy clashing with reality, fantasy becoming reality that is a nightmare because they went back to that school, which represents their childhood, their youth, and all the memories that perhaps came back. I'm not really sure. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I face other things. I face more thrilling things in this other reality, into the other reality, as there's like a Billie mask that she. This is interesting. Oh my god. And it's interesting that they say it's a secret between the two of us. Believe. Oh, it actually says believe, a play on their name. So believe in me. So it's almost like Billie is within me. It's not an actual character because they also say it's a secret between the two of us. As the short film and a couple of tweets pointed that out, that one of the girls says, "We should disappear. I know the secret." Something like that was mentioned in that short film. It seemed like they were talking, it almost seemed like Billie was an actual character that disappeared. Whereas here in this course, it's a secret between the two of us, between me and Billie. I'm my own Billie in a way, if that makes any sense. As literally that guitar pick, I think it said bravery. So gather the courage to get over that darkness. This is very interesting. Let's take this back. Okay, I'm sorry. But it's like the girls are essentially kind of trapped within this darkness, whether it's in that school, in that bus, outside, the surroundings, everything is like representing the the darkness from that school that is like these haunting memories that almost like made Billie disappear. Like my innocent version disappeared because maybe something actually did happen during in that storyline that I perhaps am missing. I'm not sure, but this is so interesting. But to me, it's like two realities are almost morphing, especially if Kinga Minga Yo is any indication. And it's like by trying to find Billie, I kind of found a nightmare. Ugh. Wait, did it say bravery or am I tripping? Bravery, yeah. Everyone is Billie. Those flowers. I'm not sure what are those flowers. I'm not an expert, but I guess they represent something within the storyline too. Because I wish I knew. We need to get over it. Literally, that bravery guitar pick is like gather the strength within you to get over this darkness. As now, it's almost like the sunset is or a sunrise after a dark night, which they just experienced, and by being together, they are essentially getting over the darkness that was the inception of Billie disappearing, because something happened in those school times, or them going back to that school, which brought out a nightmare. Uh, I'm not. Am I making any sense? I'm not sure. This music video is amazing. I don't know. What a wonderful world. This is quite something. Oh, this is amazing. And it's like them flying and getting over that hump, that darkness, and now they're flying. It's almost like the nightmare evaporated and became that youthful fantasy because they're flying, almost like kind of reminds me of Peter Pan in a way, which is about youth and never growing up. And Billie is a version of you in a way that wants to explore things, almost like the Peter Pan kind of version of you. I'm not sure. I'm making stuff up as I go. I'm sorry. I'm gonna shut up. Oh, I love this. Oh my, the guitars are amazing. Oh, fuck. Oh, reset one more time. Interesting. Oh my god. I'm obviously not as familiar as some because I checked out the stuff that leads up to this music video, but obviously there's a chapter 1 of Village of Perception, which I didn't check out because it relates to another music video that I haven't yet checked. So obviously I'm probably missing a ton as far as the storyline, but if any of my ramblings made any sense, like the black cat, which is November, kind of reminds me of Sabrina's cat in a way. Also Sabrina the Witch. So could that be a reference? I'm not sure. This visual is quite it's like all of them meet. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure if Billie, to me, Billie is like a metaphor. I feel like I rambled on for way too long and maybe I didn't make any sense. If I did make any ounce of sense, let me know in the comment section. If you agree, bless you. But if I made any sense, again, let me know in the comment section. If I missed something, which obviously I did, let me know and just share some wisdom, drop some knowledge. Always appreciated. I hope that in the end, though, you guys enjoyed this reaction because this is one of my favorite songs that I checked out recently. It's definitely one of the best new releases that we've had in the last couple of months. And we had a lot of great stuff. In any case, I hope that you guys still managed to enjoy this reaction. If you did, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you all in the next one. This was fucking awesome. See ya.